And right about now, guys, I have the one and only Alfred Munoz. Mambo?
Poa sana, mambo kalando.
Poa sana. Oh my goodness, I have cried.
Pole sana, pole sana.
Let me tell you, first of all, I hate you right now. Talk to us about your role in this amazing film.
My role was a blessing. I was called upon to come for the auditions by Mr. Ruben Odanga.
Yeah.
And God gave me the favor of giving me this role, and I hope I did justice. I mean, Sebastian is a very technical and very entangled piece of art, of a person. So to really unravel and open up all those pages about Sebastian and try to be that role was really not easy for me.
Yeah.
But I thank God he made me do justice to it, I hope.
Yes.
Yeah, because you liked it, I hope.
Yes. You made me hate you. I mean, you did justice to it.
I'm happy. But don't hate me for long. I mean, it was just in there and then now we're friends, yeah?
Yeah,
Maze.
yeah. But I would love to know, like, how different or similar is Seba, your role, to Alfred?
There's absolutely no similarity between myself and Seba because Seba is manipulative, selfish, arrogant. I don't know, he's just not a good person in any way. Like, he always has his way, and you know, in this world you have to sometimes be selfless. He's not.
Yeah.
He's arrogant, he's deceitful. I mean, he cheats.
Yeah.
You get, so there's no character that represents Alfie in there. So that's why it was a challenge to actually do all that and make it look natural.
Yeah. And of course, it's premiering in about a week.
On the 6th of November.
Yeah.
Everybody is going to be at the Diamond Cinema, Diamond Plaza 2. For tickets, guys are going to multan.co.ke. It's only 2.5. It's only 2.5. I mean, for such a show to be like rated for such a price, I mean, everybody should come.
Yeah.
And it's going to go for a whole week, I think.
Yeah. Then lastly, why should I watch this amazing film?
You should watch this amazing film because it has everything that we don't talk about. It has the realities of life that we ignore. And in as much as we ignore them, they cut us deeper and deeper. So Nafsi brings this to the surface and strikes the conversation and makes people want to talk about the things that they would otherwise not have talked about. Yeah. So I mean, it will leave a conversation that will run for years and years. Yeah. Please come.
Asante sana.
Asante sana pia.
Really do appreciate
Cheers, Maze. Come watch. Come on. See you there.
Yeah, can I get a hug? Thank you. And right about now, darlings, I have one of my favorites. Kate actress, Catherine Kamau.
My sister, whether we look alike. We are twinny, my twinny.
Thank you so much
for coming.
Oh my goodness, I was telling Alfred, I was crying.
That's a good thing.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
And you know, my photographer kept texting me, telling me, I am crying. Oh my goodness. Without letting things out there. Yeah. Your role as Shiro, what is that role?
Well, Shiko as a surrogate mom, just bringing that character to life was something. People are used to me, cracking a lot of jokes. Yeah. Comedy, dramedy has been my thing, but this was like a role that has stretched me, my ability, my versatility as an actress. So Shiko gave me that opportunity. Yeah.
From how far can a friend go to please another friend or to literally just help another?
I think we don't talk much about friendships, the heartbreaks. Tunajua tu zile character development, but the character development in friendships is real and we don't talk about it enough, and I think we should because you give so much more to a friend even than a spouse and a sibling, but a friend, we sacrifice. There's so much sacrifice involved. It's a lot of work. It feels like a job sometimes. So we need to talk about that a lot. Enough. We need to talk about it enough. Yeah.
And of course, we know you are a pro in acting and everything film, but Alex Makido was making his debut. How was it?
Who thought? Alex Makide, and he did amazing. You saw what he did.
Yes.
That goes to say, I think you should explore yourself. Like, just risk it. Just be daring. Try something new, and you never know. Maybe that's your calling.
Yeah.
I mean, Alex, he performed. He did his thing.
Yes.
That's amazing. You can do so many things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kabisa. And it's about to premiere in a week's time, right? I want to know, why should I watch this amazing film?
You saw. Thank you, sir. Because it's a game changer.
Yes.
And we are bringing something fresh. Not everyday struggles za sijui tunakufa na njaa, sijui tunauana na politics.
Yeah.
We can tell beautiful stories our own way.
Yeah.
So that's why you need to come and watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
One last one, by the way, before you tell us how we can get everything, right?
Yeah.
Philip Karanja amewatch.
Hajaona. I can't wait for him to watch. He's going to be blown away.
Oh God.
But I know he's very, very, as in he can't wait. I know he can't wait to watch it. Yes.
Yeah, and I can't wait for him to watch a certain scene. Anyway,
Bridgerton. Yeah.
oh my goodness, when can we watch this amazing? When can the public watch?
Oh, on 6th of November, Anga Cinemas, Diamond Plaza 2. Tickets are 2,500 and they are so limited, guys. So please come because when you come and you watch, you get to interact with us after the film. So please come and watch.
Yes.
I can't wait to see you there.
Yes. Asante sana.
Thank you so much.
Really do.
Thank you for your support. Always.
And right now, guys, I'm hanging out with the famous Mumbi Maina. Hello, darling.
Hi.
She's looking amazing.
Thank you. So are you.
You evoked my emotion in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I think we all felt it.
True. I just want you to talk to us about your role.
All right. My character is called Aisha, and she's married to Sebastian, a guy who she's very in love with. They've been together for a while, and they want to have a baby.
Yeah.
And so she has her best friend to be a surrogate.
Yeah.
And there's certain twists and turns that happen
Yeah.
after that because of her love and devotion for
Yeah.
having a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that, friends can do for other friends. How far can you go, in helping people?
Oh, I think the people that I have in my life, people that I think I would go as far as I possibly can to make them happy and
Yeah.
make sure that they're okay and they're loved and they're supported.
Would you ever go as far as your friend did there in the film?
I don't know if I can honestly say that. I wish I could be that person, I think all of us wish that we could be that selfless and that giving. When it comes down to it, I don't know. I hope I could be that kind of a person, Yeah.
Is there anything you learned between the friendship between Aisha and Shiko?
I learned that at the end of the day, I think you get to learn who your people really are, and I think that's really important. I think having a certain level of self-awareness and self-love and then portraying that to people around you is really important.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you could be taken for a little ride.
Yeah, it's very, very true.
Yeah.
Before you even tell us when we can, as the public, we can watch it. Yes. I just want you to tell us. You have gone international, girl. I just want you to tell us, how did you, get the Matrix role?
Well, because I worked with Lana Wachowski before, who's the writer, producer, and director of The Matrix, she remembered me for my work, and she called me for a role there. Yeah.
Then what can you say is the difference between the Kenyan film and, the Hollywood kind of thing?
Well, a lot of it is, budget for starters, but also I think Kenya is, we're growing as an industry, but we're definitely not at Hollywood yet. And remember, they've been at it for decades, right? So everything is a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Everything is a lot better structured.
Yeah.
Everything is, in a way, a lot more professional because they're able to hire more people to do the job, I think Kenya is on its way there.
Yeah.
I really believe that. I think especially now, that the industry is growing.
How close are we? Like this close?
I can't estimate.
Oh my goodness.
But you know what? I'm not worried about us. Especially with films like this, with a lot of the stuff that's coming up now, I'm not worried at all. I really think that this, in fact, is the best time to be in the industry.
Yeah. And lastly, why should we come to watch and when can we watch it?
Well, for starters, it's Kenyan.
Yes.
It's our stories. I think we've missed seeing our own stuff. And it's something that the kind of story that we're presenting here is something that you've never seen before. Mm-hmm. And it touches on topics that, again, you've never seen in a Kenyan film before. It's very real, it's very raw, it's very honest.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for something that tugs at your heartstrings, I think this is the one. This is the film to go to. Yeah.
Asante sana Mumbi.
Thank you. I hope everyone's going to come through.
Yes.
The tickets are going to be at multan.co.ke. The premiere is on the 6th of November. Very close. So I hope everyone's going to come through.
Yeah. We are going to come through. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Can I get a hug?
Yeah!
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing next to the man that is the creator, the director, the writer of the entire film, Ruben Odanga. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm great. First of all, I must say it's an emotional, evoking film. Was that intentional?
Yeah, I mean, the subject matter is children and childbirth, and it's a very sensitive issue. It's a very emotional issue. It's a very emotional journey. Surrogacy is a very emotional journey. So there was no way we were going to write the film without it being emotional. Also, what was important for us is that it was important that we were true to the subject matter and we were sensitive to the themes that we are handling. So that's why the film was very subtle in terms of dress and makeup and the flamboyance. It was very real. People are dressing clothes that we dress, not clothes that people dress in, because we wanted to highlight the theme and not the aesthetics.
And of course, we've seen Kate actress, Mumbi, Maina, Alex Kayo, Alex Mwakideo, by the way. How do you choose characters? So you're like, yes, this one is Kate actress.
So there are two ways. One, there are characters who, out of a lot of writing and talking to other people who were helping me, were suggested for certain roles. And then, you give them the script and see if they also are feeling the script. But also the second thing is that we did auditions. But either we considered you before or not, all of them went through auditions. All of them, and after auditions, all of them went through screen test. And by screen test, I mean I had to put them together and see, do they look like friends? Do they look like age mates? Do they look like they could click? You know what I mean? So no one here came here because they were star. Kate came for auditions. And she totally blew our minds because we've never seen that depth side of her. We've only known her for comedy and stuff like that. So, and a lot of process happened before shooting, team building, a lot of hanging out, a lot of research, a lot of talking to professionals about the subject matter, and that helped the whole group to gel so that by the time we're coming to shoot, it felt like you've been shooting for 2 weeks before we started shooting.
How long did it take by there to shoot?
24 days, 24 shooting days. It was a very difficult shoot because we shot it from August 2020 to September 2020. Kenya was direct mid of lockdown. So, if you see some of our scenes, the night scenes, the streets are very empty. Shooting, we needed to get permits. Some people are falling sick on set because of COVID. So it wasn't a very easy shoot. But I think the time was right then.
Would you approximate for us, like having a film like that, for a person who would really want to get into it, how much would it cost?
This is a low budget film. This is a low budget film. I think production costed us almost 4 million. Up to now, it could have gone up because there's a lot of things that have come on board. Color grade, graphics, a final mix of music and stuff like that. And one of the things that we never budget for that keeps costing us is marketing. Like now we're spending on marketing. It was never initial budget. So we haven't put our figures together, but production alone costed us around 4 million. That's why it was important for us to try and bring in brands that you might have seen in the film. Some of them didn't come through, some of them, so it's low budget.
And of course you touched on issues that most Kenyans don't talk about. Why the need to touch on such issues?
Because they're right in front of us. You never go wrong with a love story. You never go wrong with these are just issues, the issues we don't talk about, but they're here right in front of us. Just like I said, it was a low budget film. I needed to make my script in such a way that I can shoot it with 2 million, but also I can shoot it with 10 million. issues of childbirth and people not being able to give birth or not being able to conceive, they're normal stories. It's only that maybe in your 20s they don't look like a big deal.
Yeah.
But once you get into your 30s and into your 40s, then you realize, wow, this thing is real. But in Africa, most of the themes you're tackling in the films in Africa, those themes are considered taboo.
Yeah.
Now, my work as a producer, director, writer is not to preach whether it's good or wrong or right or evil. I'm just saying it's happening. So we can't keep ignoring as if it's not happening. Yeah.
You know, I just want to ask about guns, right? Because of what happened to Alec Baldwin. How do you handle? Do you use prop guns, by the way?
Yes, we do. Most of the time we also use real cops who come on set, and they go through the process to make sure it's not loaded. And we have 2 people who counter check. It's quite unfortunate that that happened. I don't know the background story, but we try our best. Unfortunately, in this country, policies about how to use guns or whatever, they're not very well developed. We have a film policy that is just about to go through. We hope those things will be tackled, because if government or the police or the military make these things a bit accessible, it becomes easy for us to work with them. Yeah.
Do you get to have to get licenses and stuff like that?
Yes, you have. We get licenses. It's a process. It's an expensive. We get licenses to shoot in the streets. You get license from Kenya Film Classification Board. They have to give you a license for your script before you shoot. After shooting, you have to get permit, classification. So we get all our licenses.
Even gun licenses as well?
So yes. Yeah, we directly work with Kenya Police for that. Yeah.
That's amazing. I just want to know when it's the public is gonna watch it, and why should we watch?
It's a good film. It's a good story. Cindy, what do you think, cameraman? It's a good story. We lose out on so many things because of our prejudged perception of things.
Yeah.
But we have good stories in Kenya. You have watched a good story, I'm sure. So the film premieres on the 6th at Anga Cinema. It's an exclusive affair, black tie. For your tickets, you go to www.multan.co.ke. Then after the 6th, the film will be on cinemas from the 7th to for 7 days. It will be still at Anga Cinema, Diamond Plaza, and at Prestige on Gong Road. And after that, we'll open in Mombasa on the 19th of November for maybe another 5 days.
Yeah.